Welcome back. We've got another photograph from the security camera.
Run sitter crime scene.
And it looks like this might contain some interesting information. Because these guys back there could be our subjects. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Yes.
He looks familiar. Give me a hard copy of that.
Why does he look familiar? That's interesting. Fortunately, we can't see the other one. But one's better than none, I suppose. Seems this picture was taken at the same time, judging by Ronster reading this, whatever it is. Which is kind of weird, considering he was talking to Lucy when they came in. So did they wait there until he was talking to Lucy? Lucy is not visible in this photograph. But that car is... Could that be our black sedan? Sure is.
A black ground car. Looks like it's been around the block a few times. Give me a hard copy of that.
And maybe we can get a license plate on that as well. Yes.
Local license plate. Give me a hard copy of that.
That should make it easy to track it down. And if I remember correctly, there's one other thing. We noticed the footprints of the suspects at the crime scene, so it might be useful to look at their feet.
Muddy boots. Guess he's from out of town. Give me a hard copy of that.
What could he be doing out of town? There's nothing there but kipple. And I do believe that is it. What's that animal? Over there? Looks like a lamb or something. Not sure. Is that a squirrel? Cute, but not relevant. So now we got a whole bunch of new evidence here. Our suspect, and you see his photograph's now also listed here. The other one's still blank, of course. We have the car.
It's some kind of insect.
The anklet. A photo of Lucy.
Muddy boots.
A license number. The pictures themselves.
Howie Lee's. Bryant once got food poisoning there, so he shut it down for a couple of months. Now it was always good for a freebie.
Okay. This is an example of something that we didn't hear before. It always helps to look at this view as well, to make sure you're not missing any evidence from other crimes.
Uploading personal
Let's
clue
upload
database.
the stuff we just found.
Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Got anything new? No, I guess Crystal still has not been busy. Maybe that's because I went down to him. Not sure. Let's take a look over here.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy. Bryant finally letting you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Gouza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember. when we worked mice together. He poured acetone on two pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
Yeah. Nice guy, Guza. You know who this is? It's Jim Walls, the designer of Fleece Quest. I told you before he was one of the designers of this game, and he makes a cameo here.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
And we now have the option of running the maze. However, there is kind of a bug with that, in that if you have a fast machine, kind of counterintuitively, the targets appear really, really slow. Sometimes it can take minutes before anything even happens. So if you go in there now, it's easy, but it takes an hour to complete, or you run through it without doing anything and get a very bad score. And of course, I don't want to do that. So what I need to use is a slowdown utility to basically slow the computer down while I'm doing that. So I'm going to go out of the game and come back to run through the maze once I've started that up. And I'm back. Now with a slowdown utility running, I should be able to go through the maze, which is basically just target practice. It is completely unnecessary to do. It doesn't do anything. You don't get anything by doing it, as far as I know. But it's kind of fun.
Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Target and shoot all threats. Do not shoot innocents. Confirm target as hostile before shooting.
You gotta wonder whether this is actually outside or if they simulate the rain as well. Now, if my slowdown thing is doing its job, we should be seeing some targets pretty soon. There we go. You need to know if they're hostile before you do anything, though, and that one is. That one's too. You can tell by the blue guns. Ah, damn it. She's also hostile. That one's not. I got shot, which already means I won't get a perfect score. It takes a reasonable amount of time to do this. Even. Damn you. She has a baby, which makes her not hostile. He has a gun. You can tell if they're not hostiles if they're not holding a gun or if they're holding something else, like that baby. Usually they're in the same spot. That one is nearly always hostile. There's 4 areas where we need to do this, and we'll be told when we have to proceed to the next one. Damn, I almost had you as well. But he had me first. Or she, whatever. I happen to know that when there's someone in this window, it's either the woman with the baby or a hostile. You're hostile. And you are carrying a child. Shoot them and it'll cost you points. You know when you've hit someone who's innocent because it'll yell if you do so. Whereas bad guys apparently don't. Gotcha. They kind of simulate you're the hostile one, aren't you? Yes. And got you this time. Kind of simulate what's that called? Anyway. Your mouse cursor moves slightly when you click.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
I can't think of the damn word for that, which is really annoying. Alright, next station. And since this may not be that interesting to watch, I will do all this in one video. They get progressively more difficult. And this is kinda useful in as much as at least... Oh, damn it, he was a... I thought he had a gun. In that at least it makes you get used to the shooting. And since we will be... damn it. Ah! I thought it was a gun. I just shot a woman with a child. Damn it. We will be doing some shooting later in the game, so at least this gets you used to the controls somewhat. You've got a gun. So do you. I think they might still be arriving a bit slowly, depending on how much you're slowing things down. If you're using a slowdown utility, like I am. Ah, damn it, he shot me. I'm not doing so hot this time. To tell you the truth. This is really confusing if you go into it without the slowdown utility, if you don't know about that problem, because just nothing appears to be happening then. It takes an age before anyone shows up, so if you get impatient and just move on, then you'll just get a bad score and have no idea what the point of this whole sequence was. You can do this as often as you like, but since I said there's not really any point to it, I don't know if this costs ammo if you're using the medium or hard modes. I suppose it does. In which case, you'd better not do it too often, I suppose. Well, maybe you'll get new ammo for it or something. Not entirely sure. I usually play this game on easy. But like I said, the only real difference is the gunfights.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
I have to say, rereading the novel for this was kind of interesting. I mean, I've seen the movie a couple times. I first saw it on TV in the theatrical cut, and later I got the director's cut on DVD, and then later again the final cut, which is the version I watched before I started this Let's Play. But the novel, I read it back when I got the game first. Damn you. I read it back when I got the game first in the 90s, and I didn't like it that much, to be honest. Like, I don't think I really got it. I mean, it was... I was still in my teens back then. My English wasn't as good as it is now. And I don't think I really got it, because it's a very kind of philosophical piece, and as is the movie in a way. Ah, damn it. I completely did not see him. But I reread it now. I kind of wanted to reread it for a while, so the Let's Play was a good excuse to do so. And I actually liked it quite a bit this time. I really liked the way Philip K. Dick does his social commentary. He has a sort of wry, ironic humor. He is not the most accessible of science fiction writers, but he is very interesting if you're into that sort of thing. And I definitely am. It was kind of the bad memory of Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep from back then that prevented me from reading any more of his stuff. So now that I've reread that one and quite liked it, I might decide to read some of his other stuff as well, because I quite
Completed
liked it.
sequence. Proceed to next station.
I think it's actually better than the movie, the book, but then that's usually the case. They're very different. They're loosely based on each other, but the story vastly differs, especially once you get sort of past the halfway point. And in some ways, this game actually follows the story slightly more closely, the story of the book, than the movie does. But you can easily watch both the movie and read the book and have no real spoilers for either. Because they are quite different, as I said. Hey, that's not... Why did you yell? You definitely had a gun. I think Philip K. Dick actually died shortly before the movie was released, so he never saw the final product, but he did read the final screenplay and gave it his blessing. And he saw some special effects test footage, and he said that basically this is how he had always imagined his future world of Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep to look like, that they had nailed it perfectly. So at least that was good. And kind of important as well, because Philip K. Dick, he didn't really like Hollywood. In fact, I think he hated Hollywood pretty much, so that he ended up liking the screenplay and the look of the movie really is
Proceed to exit.
really is quite a good quite a bit of endorsement from him. He felt that the movie and the book were complementary, so one could enjoy both, and I think that's definitely true. And also Blade Runner sort of made Hollywood more aware of Philip K. Dick's work, and some of his other books have been filmed since then, such as a movie you might have heard of called Minority Report. It's also one of his stories. Yes, 75! Eat your heart out, Steel! I beat you! That's actually my best score, as far as I can remember. In the practice run I got 69. We'll see how long that lasts. Usually Steel overtakes you, but we'll see. Maybe I actually beat her this time. We'll continue in the next video.